All right. Hey, everyone. So we are going to do the second half of May for the sign of Cancer and Cancer placements. Okay. So it's basically May 17th through the end of the month here of 2026. And we're going to see what Spirit wants you to know. And this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay. All right. And I'm just kind of letting every sign know this. So I apologize if you've already heard this before, if you've watched any of the other signs, but I am planning on doing the weekly readings for every sign. My May was a little crazy, so I wasn't able to do that this month. So I only did the beginning of the month and then the middle I'm doing, from now until the end of the month. But next month, hopefully starting in June, I will be doing the weekly readings for all the signs. Okay. Might be that the reading I don't know how long they'll be, but we'll see. But yeah. So anyway, let's see what Spirit has for, going on for you here, what you need to know. We're going to start with some oracles and get the overall vibe for you for the second half of May 2026. So Spirit, if you could give us 3 oracle cards for Cancer and Cancer placements, the overall vibe for them from May 17th through the end of the month for 2026, please. And that's, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay. Okay. All right. So we've got 2 cards so far. Okay. First card out is children. It says responsibilities, childhood, immaturity, and innocence. We also have confused, lost, feeling invisible, a void inside, and running away. Come on. I know you want to go over there. Come on. All right. And let's see. One more card, please. One more card, Spirit, for the overall vibe for Cancer. Okay. We have new boo. Happy place, seeing someone new love blossoms, and enjoying one another. Okay. And because unfortunately my cat was in the way, if you wanted to look at that confused card, that is the card right there. Okay. So let's get into tarot here and see what is going on. All right. So while we're shuffling, just looking at these cards and feeling the energies here, it could be that maybe you do have physical children. It could be taken literally as far as that the children card is concerned. It could be that maybe there's someone here that is in your life that maybe is immature. It could be also a sense of responsibility as well. Okay. But it looks like there is someone here, maybe from your past, who maybe was acting immaturely. And maybe now that they don't have you in their life anymore, maybe this person ran away when things got difficult. Maybe this person, like I said, you're not in each other's energy anymore, or maybe they're in your energy, but they're not, in your life per se. So there could be, breakup, separation, something like that. This person is feeling lost without you. Okay. But I see I see new love here on the horizon for you. So we'll have to see what that's about. All right. So Spirit, if you could, one card here for the overall energy for Cancer and Cancer placements for the middle of May till the end of May, May 17th through the end of the month, please. One card for the overall energy. Okay. We've got the 10 of Wands. And what is the challenge? One card, please, for the challenge here for Cancer and Cancer placements. Okay. We've got Justice. And one card, please, for the focus area. What should Cancer and Cancer placements be focusing on for the next couple weeks here? One card, please, Spirit. Okay. We've got the Three of Cups here. Okay. On the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Cups. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So looking at these cards before we start clarifying, you know, as the overall energy, we've got the Ten of Wands here. So I feel like there's something that's been, you know, overly burdening you. Okay. I feel like, you know, there's been a lot of burden here. This burden could be related to someone, you know, from your past, possibly. We're going to have to see upon clarifying, but I do feel like there's definitely been some burden here. Okay. A lot of, you know, maybe difficulties, challenges, things like that. With the challenge being the Justice card here, I feel like the challenge could be maybe someone's dealing with karma. Maybe it's, you know, equal reciprocity. Maybe there hasn't been an equal give and take here. Maybe you have been carrying the burden of responsibilities or a relationship, or, you know, maybe you've had a connection that's been very one-sided, okay, and that you've basically been carrying everything about, you know, related to this relationship, okay. With the focus area being the Three of Cups here, I feel like, you know, Spirit wants you to maybe focus on friendships, family, things that make you happy, okay? But like I said, we're going to have to see what comes out as far as, you know, clarification with that. And, you know, on the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups here. So I am feeling like the Queen of Cups, now male or female with these obviously doesn't matter. There's no gender here in tarot. So I do feel like the Queen of Cups is your energy, okay? Especially with it being, you know, water energy. You know, Cancer is water as well. But that being aside, I do feel like the Queen of Cups is your energy, okay? So I feel like you have some kind of love offer here coming your way with the Knight of Cups, okay? So that might be who this new boo is, all right? I feel like you are a very loving person. You're very caring. You kind of wear your heart on your sleeve, where you are open with other people, and you share that unconditional love with basically everyone, okay? You're just a very loving and caring person. I do feel as well that you're very intuitive, and that you know, follow your intuitive nudges. Okay. Now, I do feel, like I said, that there is someone that's coming into your life that will potentially, you know, give you a love offer here at, you know, with the Knight of Cups. Okay. And maybe share some, you know, share feelings with you. And this could be that new boo for you. And the thing is, with the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, it is possible that this person already does have an existing family that maybe they're in the process of breaking away from. So they could be going through a divorce. That could be what this Justice card is about. It could have to do with maybe this person going through a divorce. So maybe that is what this reading is about. For some of you out there, we'll have to see. I am feeling that that is the possibility for at least some of you. If that's the case, obviously it could cause a lot of burden here. Okay. But, you know, I do feel like Spirit is basically saying that this new boo could, you know, potentially lead you to the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay. A happy home full of generational wealth, you know, stability, security, you know, everything you could dream of. Okay. So yeah, I mean, wow. Pretty good. We'll have to see though. Okay. We'll see what comes out here for clarification and what else comes out. Okay. I mean, if it is where this new person that, you know, maybe you've met this person already, maybe this is somebody new that will be entering your life. But maybe this person actually does have physical children. Okay. Maybe they're going through, like I said, a divorce, and they're going through, dealing with child support and all that good stuff. And, it is possible that maybe this confused energy has to do with, these children, but we'll have to see. Okay. All right, Spirit. 3 cards, please, to clarify the 10 of Wands for us as the overall energy for Cancer and Cancer placements from now until the end of May 2026. Okay. So the first card out is the Sun. Okay. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Wheel. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Okay. So I am feeling with this 10 of Wands here, obviously, like I said, it is about burden. It is about difficulties, challenges, things like that. I feel like maybe there either have been or there will be things that are coming to light here that will either contribute to this burden, or they could potentially even alleviate this burden. Okay. It could go either way is what I'm feeling. But with the Sun, I also feel like Spirit is saying that despite these burdens, there is happiness at the end of the road here. Okay. Or at least potential happiness at the end of the road. All right. Now things might be slow here. You might feel like it maybe took a while to get here for this new person to get into your life or come into your life. It could be that, this person, like I said, they could already be in your life presently, or if this is something that is predictive where you will be, meeting this person sometime near, in the near future, it might be where you feel that these burdens are kind of keeping things at a snail's pace, that, when are we, going to be able to be together? When are all these burdens going to be put aside? Okay. But yeah, so I feel like, either, you have been feeling like it's just taken a while for this person to enter, okay, your life, which, like I said, it could have been causing you burden here, just waiting for new love. Maybe you've been manifesting and you've been waiting for someone new to come in. Or it has been where you feel burdened by the fact that things with this new person are kind of taking forever, okay, maybe to progress. Okay. And like I said, with the Sun, I feel that, ultimately Spirit is saying that, it will lead to happiness here, but I feel like it might be taking a while. Okay. Like it's taking its toll here. With the Wheel, I feel like things will be changing. Okay. And so I do feel like your luck might be changing, that this was destined to happen this way for one reason or another. Okay. But the Wheel is also about change. And so I do feel like, things are changing, and I feel like they're going to be changing in your favor. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Moon here. So obviously I feel like there are things that are hidden from you. Like I said, with the Sun, I feel like there might be things that are coming to light here, and they might be coming to light in the next, maybe week or two, because this is our reading for the next couple weeks. So for some of you out there, this might be something that's happening in the next couple weeks. So there could be things that are hidden that, you might not know about as of right now. Maybe for some of you, like I said, if you haven't met this person yet, this is something that's predictive and you have no idea that this is on the horizon for you. Okay. It's hidden. Like I said, if it is someone that you already do know, I feel like, and, and if things have just been been very slow and, not really progressing, it doesn't seem like, there are things that, have been hidden from you that I feel like might be coming to light here. Okay. With the Sun. Okay. All right. So as far as the Justice card here, Spirit, is the challenge. Please clarify with 3 cards. Okay, we've got Death. Two more cards, please. Two more cards, please, Spirit. Okay. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. Whoa. All right. And the Empress just flew out of the deck. All right. On the bottom, we've got the 7 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you out there, you know, if you do resonate with this being, you know, with this person already being in your life, for a lot of you out there, it does have to do with a divorce. Okay. That maybe this person is going through a breakup or a divorce, and that's just what's been holding things up for you being in this connection or progressing in this connection, because they're held up by dealing with all of this legal issue, these legal issues. Okay. You know, for some of you out there, I do feel, if, like I said, you haven't met this person yet, this is predictive. And so it might be kind of like a heads up type reading, where this could be what is going on with this new boo of yours that you might be meeting. And just so that you know that this is something to look out for. Okay. So yeah, with Justice here, like I said, it could very well have to do with the legal system, and a divorce, possibly child support, something like that, where this is the challenge because it's obviously getting in the way of you being with this new person. Okay. There has been an ending here. Okay. Obviously, between this past person, not this past, I'm sorry, this new boo and their past person. Okay. Whoever this person was. And, you know, they're trying to transform their life here. Okay. After this ending. With the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, this new boo, I feel like they are basically, I'm surprised I don't see the 6 of Pentacles, because I feel like they might have their time kind of and their energy kind of split between you and maybe their past, you know, just because they're still dealing with it. But it's a challenge that they can invest in your connection 100% because they're still dealing with something from the past here. Okay. So unfortunately, you know, the energy, the investment, it's being kind of stretched or spread thin, I guess, because of dealing with past issues, but then also trying to have a new relationship with you. Okay. And for some of you, it might have to do with someone who is a baby mama or something, or baby daddy, whatever the, you know, issue is. Male or female, doesn't matter the gender, but with the Empress, yeah, I mean, the Empress is a lot of times like a parent. Okay. So I do feel like physical children could very well be involved here. Okay. Now, for those of you who, you know, maybe if this person's already in your life and you don't resonate with them having a past person, I am kind of feeling like maybe, you know, if the new boo does not have a past person that they're dealing with, you know, I do feel like it is possible for some of you out there that maybe you've been burdened by just things in life in general. Okay. You're really evaluating what makes you happy. Okay. Things have not been progressing for you just in general, but Spirit says there's a change on the horizon for you. Okay. Because there is a new person coming into your life. Now, if you feel that the challenge is you getting a, you know, equal, fair, you know, give and take here, or a fair, fair relationship. Okay. Things being more, you know, basically getting your good karma. Okay. is how it's coming to me. Maybe you've been through endings here after investing all that you can, and you really know that you are the total package here. Okay, so that's contributing to the challenge being, you getting what's coming to you, which is good karma. Okay, so I'm hearing both things. I'm getting multiple. A lot of my readings today have been, with these zodiac signs, have been multiple. I'm getting multiple energies and multiple ways that I'm hearing them. So I'm sorry. Hopefully, it's not confusing you, but kind of take whatever situation resonates with you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Seven of Cups. That is this confused energy. Okay, I'm feeling like that is this confused energy, where maybe things are just confusing right now. You feel like you've done everything you can for a new connection. For some of you, that maybe if this is about where is my new person? Okay, I've been hoping and praying and manifesting a new person. Like, where are they? Where are they? Yeah, this is that confused energy. Okay. Now, for those of you who you do resonate with either this new boo coming in very soon, or already knowing this person, and this person actually dealing with legal issues, you could be confused of where you stand here. Okay, like, where do you stand in this person's life? Where do you stand in the scheme of everything? Because if they can't give you 100% of their energy and their investment right now, because they're kind of split between giving you time and energy, and also their past situation, you might feel like invisible here. Okay, you might feel like, is this really worth it? I mean, and it really depends on how long this might have been lasting, or how long this could last. Because legal issues can last for quite a while, potentially. Okay. Spirit. So as far as the Three of Cups here, as the focus, 3 cards to clarify, please. Whoa. Okay. Let me see here. All right, so we've got the 9 of Swords that came out in reverse. 2 more cards, please, to clarify. And that card flew out. We've got the 6 of Cups. And 1 more card, please, to clarify. Okay. Let's see, flipped over is Judgment. Okay, and at the bottom, we have the Fool. Okay, so as far as the focus here, I feel like, again, Spirit kind of wants you to focus on the things that make you happy, the people in your life that make you happy. Okay, so, if you haven't really been spending a lot of time with loved ones, so friends, family, maybe even for some of you, coworkers, whatever, whoever you resonate with as far as your people. Okay. I feel like Spirit really does want you to kind of focus on them and spending time with the people that make you happy. Okay. I feel like maybe the past has been causing you sleepless nights, possibly. I feel like, if this new person, if they are already in your life and you do feel this sense of burden, maybe you have had sleepless nights, but Spirit wants you to kind of try to, surrender, try to, do, like I said, what makes you happy here, and focus on maybe not being as anxious and stressed here. Okay. If you can. I know sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay. But yeah, I mean, with the 6 of Cups here, I feel like, this could have to do with, the past. And I feel like there could be relationships that you've had in the past that maybe have affected this, where, you're feeling, like I said, especially if you feel with this Justice being the challenge and the burden here with the 10 of Wands, that if you're just burdened because you've been trying, your hardest to do everything right in life, and you've been hoping for someone new to come in, and they just haven't, and someone new especially that is going to be treating you well. Spirit says to, try to maybe look at things in your past, and maybe try to evaluate what might you could do different, what you could do differently, basically. Okay. um Now, for some of you out there, it is possible that maybe there are people from your past that you were friends with, that maybe you have had maybe a falling out with, or maybe there are people from your past that maybe you just have lost touch with. And maybe this is something that's been weighing on you. I just got that message as well. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely something here about the past. Maybe there are people in your life that maybe you feel like you need to rekindle things with. So friends, family members, coworkers, things like that. Okay. Um, with Judgment here, I do feel like things are going to be turning around for you. Okay. I feel like your good karma is coming back to you. Okay. Obviously, it's going to be your call of what, direction you take your life into, but I feel like things are turning around for you. Okay. Now, for those of you, I am getting the message here. For those of you where this new boo, if you have not met this person yet, I am hearing from Spirit that maybe there have been difficulties here with responsibilities that have been burdening you here with the 10 of Wands. Spirit is telling me that if there are friends, if there are family members or something like that that have been causing you, and it's causing you anxiety as far as maybe being estranged, or like they haven't been in your life. Maybe you hear from somebody out of the blue, or there's someone that you're maybe you get this sense that you need to contact them, and it's somebody from your past. Spirit is telling me that this could lead you to meeting this person. Okay, now that might be for some of you, that might not be for all of you. Okay, but I feel like Spirit really wants you to focus on people from your past that maybe you've lost touch with. Okay, spend time with friends and family members. Focus on your loved ones. Okay, obviously it'll be your decision, but Spirit does want you to know that there is a new beginning on its way to you here. Okay, so just keep manifesting is what I'm hearing. Keep your positive thinking. Even if this new boo is already in your life and you're dealing with those, or they're dealing with legal issues, definitely, work on your friend group here, and definitely keep your friends and family members, your loved ones, the people that mean the most to you. Definitely, maybe, spend more time with them. Okay, because I'm hearing that they will uplift you. Okay. And the thing is that, your new beginning is coming. Whatever situation resonates with you, your new beginning is coming. So Spirit, as far as Cancer and Cancer placements, what is your advice here with, for the next couple weeks, between May 17th and the end of the month, about this situation and about what they can expect here? Please let us know what their advices. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords here. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Swords What else do we have for advice here, Spirit? This is for Cancer and Cancer placements. Anything else for advice? Okay. We've got the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, which is your card. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups and the World. All right, and at the bottom is the Two of Cups. All right, so, I am feeling, obviously, like I said, for basically all of you, I mean, we've all had endings, right? And because of these endings, of course, it makes you into the wounded warrior here. It causes you to put up boundaries. It can make you feel that, you can't maybe trust in the process or trust everyone here. So, maybe when this new person is entering your life, or, as maybe they've, like I said, already been, in your life here. I feel like, it is possible that maybe you're feeling pessimistic here. Okay. Like, where are things going? Like, why is this taking so long? Maybe this wasn't meant to be. Okay. For those of you who this person hasn't entered your life, if you've been trying to manifest someone new, you just have this, sense of burden, and you're waiting for that good karma to come your way after endings. I feel like you have had these endings. You've had people betray you, things like that, and it's caused you to put up boundaries. Okay, and rightly so. All right, maybe you've dealt with mind games and manipulation. No matter what the situation is here with you, I feel like, as far as, if whether the situation involves a new person who, like I said, is dealing with legal things, or whether you're just kind of waiting for somebody and they, wind up not having legal things to deal with. I feel like, in the past, maybe you've dealt with people that have manipulated you or tried to. Okay. And taken you, and your generosity and your love for granted. Okay. All of these things have basically contributed to you putting up boundaries here, and maybe not trusting people. Maybe, you hope for the best, but, when is it going to be my time? When is this burden going to be ending for me? Okay, it just seems to be taking forever. But Spirit wants you to stay positive, because you do have a new beginning in love here on its way to you. So just stay positive. Okay. With the High Priestess, it might seem like nothing is happening. It might seem like, it's taking forever. But with the High Priestess, again, it's hidden energy. So I feel like this is something that obviously you don't know about. The universe does, but you don't. So it'll most likely be, a surprise to you here. Spirit wants you to stay intuitive and just, keep following your intuition, wherever it leads you. Because the Ten of Cups is coming toward you. Okay. Emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness, love, all of that is coming toward you. Okay. And with the World, it's a new beginning. Okay. You're going to be entering a new cycle here, and it's going to happen very soon. I just got chills. Yeah. It's going to be happening with the Two of Cups. It's going to be a soulmate. Okay. This is going to be a soulmate that's coming. So there is someone new. Like I said, if this person is already in your life, that is a possibility. For some of you, this is somebody that you haven't even met yet, or, you're just wondering when and where they're coming, So yeah, Spirit does want you to stay positive if you can. Like I said, sometimes it's easier said than done. And I feel like with the Three of Cups here, Spirit really wants you to try to just focus on people, and, the happiness that you've had with other people from the past. Even if you maybe haven't seen people in a while, this will alleviate any kind of anxiety that maybe you've been having. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to go over the signs here for you, and then we will end the reading. But I have fire, I've got earth, I have water, and air. So I've got all signs. I also have Leo. I've got Taurus, Leo again, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I have Scorpio again. I've got Libra. I've got Libra and Taurus, Libra again, and Cancer, and then again Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Kind of heavy on Libra here. I feel like it's heavy on Scorpio as well. Okay, and kind of heavy on Leo. But I mean, all signs are present. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that this reading helped. I hope it made sense to at least someone out there. But because I did hear multiple, I did feel multiple energies and hear multiple stories here. So hopefully, you know, don't make it fit, but hopefully one of these scenarios fits into your story here. But if it does resonate, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I will be hopefully getting those weekly readings out for you starting in June. And I thank you all for being here. Until next time, take care and namaste.